What if the biggest threat to the future isn't war? What if it isn't inflation? What if it isn't artificial intelligence itself? What if the biggest threat is something so basic that most people never think about it? Electricity. Right now, governments are pouring hundreds of billions into AI. Companies are racing to build data centers. Consumers are buying electric vehicles. Entire industries are being electrified. And almost nobody is asking the most important question: where is all the power going to come from? Because if current trends continue, the world may be heading toward an energy crunch unlike anything we've seen in decades. And the consequences could reshape economies, industries, and even global power itself. For years, electricity demand grew at a relatively predictable pace. Utilities could forecast future needs. Governments could plan infrastructure. Energy companies knew roughly what was coming. Then everything changed. Artificial intelligence exploded. Electric vehicles went mainstream. Manufacturing began returning to strategic regions. Data centers multiplied. Suddenly, multiple megatrends collided at the same time. Here's what makes this different. Historically, one major source of demand would emerge at a time. Now we're seeing several at once. AI wants electricity. EVs want electricity. New factories want electricity. Crypto wants electricity. Cloud computing wants electricity. And they're all drawing power from the same grid. The question isn't whether demand is increasing. The question is whether supply can keep up. Every time someone uses ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, or another AI system, electricity is consumed. One request isn't the problem, scale is. Millions of users became hundreds of millions. Soon they could become billions. Every search, every image, every video, every AI assistant, every AI agent, every automated workflow, all require data centers. And data centers require enormous amounts of power. Here's the part most people miss. The AI revolution isn't just a software revolution. It's an infrastructure revolution. And infrastructure requires energy. Lots of it. If you're finding this interesting, hit the like button. It tells YouTube that more people interested in technology, energy, and the future should see this video. Now here's where things become concerning. Most electrical grids around the world were designed decades ago. They were built for homes, factories, office buildings, not for an economy driven by artificial intelligence, not for millions of electric vehicles charging overnight, not for giant data centers operating 24 hours a day. Building a new power plant can take years. Building transmission infrastructure can take even longer. Meanwhile, demand is rising right now. This creates a dangerous mismatch. Technology is moving at the speed of software. Energy infrastructure moves at the speed of construction. And construction is slow, very slow. Here's where the story becomes geopolitical. Countries that can generate abundant electricity may gain a massive advantage. Why? Because companies follow power. Factories follow power. Data centers follow power. Investment follows power. The countries with reliable, affordable electricity may become the economic winners of the next decade. The countries that fail to expand capacity may struggle to compete. In other words, electricity is no longer just an energy issue. It's becoming a strategic advantage, a national security issue, and potentially one of the defining economic battlegrounds of the 21st century. A few years ago, many people assumed renewable energy alone would power the future. Now the conversation is changing. AI doesn't stop working at sunset. Data centers can't wait for the wind to return. Factories can't shut down because it's cloudy. As a result, nuclear energy is making a remarkable comeback. Governments are revisiting nuclear projects. Investors are paying attention. Technology companies are exploring nuclear partnerships. A technology many considered outdated may become one of the most important solutions to the world's growing electricity challenge. And that wasn't on many people's bingo cards 5 years ago. Remember when everyone thought the biggest winners from AI would be AI companies? That may only be part of the story. Because somebody has to power the future. utility companies, grid operators, natural gas producers, nuclear developers, copper miners, critical mineral suppliers, power infrastructure companies. These may become some of the most important businesses in the world. The AI boom may create trillion-dollar opportunities. But the real winners might not be the companies building AI. They might be the companies supplying the electricity. For decades, the world worried about running out of oil. Today, a different question is emerging. Will the world have enough power? Artificial intelligence is growing. Electric vehicles are spreading. Industries are electrifying. Demand is surging, and the infrastructure needed to support all of it may not be ready. The next great global competition may not be over data. It may not be over chips. It may not even be over oil. It may be over electricity. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Bridgeborn Insights. We're building a community focused on the biggest trends shaping energy, technology, business, finance, and global opportunity. And trust me, the stories we're going to cover next are only getting bigger.